this is right. Just let me know how everything is on your end.
I mean, so far so good. But I'm just waiting for like the. Let me refresh the page to make sure I can actually see the stream.
This is crazy. I should do a dual monitor setup more often, I think. Because I have a second monitor, it's just easier. And then now I can do, I'm gonna have my mic be here in case if there's an echo.
Okay, so I can see myself on the stream, but I'm very low in the volume.
Alright, let me fix that. Kirby's playing from there. Desktop audio. Oh, this might be a problem. Why is the chat behind? Okay, display capture 2 doesn't have an audio on the audio mixer. That's not good. Frick.
I could tell you changed it last minute.
Say something again.
Something again.
Okay, I think this is probably gonna be the best way to do it. I think Dolphin is still high. I'm gonna lower that. All right, why don't we just start talking, and then I guess you can just let me know how everything is.
Well, already catching up with the stream, it seems to be
good.
It's a little bit better. The game audio, I can hear the game audio. It is a little bit loud.
I put it on 50.
Okay, yeah, the stream caught up. Yeah, I could see you lowering it now as you were.
Perfect. Let me promote the stream really quickly. 15 minutes late. But whatever.
Yes, I already did that on bsky.app/profile.
Thanks, brother.
art.bsky.social.
Why does it say 3 views? Is it showing as live?
It is showing live. Yeah, I can see it on my end.
That's so weird.
And clearly Rachel's talking. So.
Yeah. Thank you for the patience. All right, chat. So we're here with my good buddy Matthew Smart. I was like, hey, you know what? I want to play some Kirby Air Ride. Oh no. Hopefully this still works. So, we have a dual monitor setup, so I have Kirby Air Ride on one end, and we have Matthew Smart so I can see while we talk. So I'm not talking to myself. And anyway.
Yes, please. Give me all the attention.
So I've only played this game twice. I own it physically. I got it before the GameCube boom. Even though I didn't grow up with the GameCube. It was like high school. I'm very excited for the sequel. Like, that Direct, like, I knew it was going to be good. Oh my god. The fact I'm playing that a week from today is, like, insane.
I am so jealous of you, dude.
I'm sorry.
I'm so freaking jealous.
Well, no, I'm not sarcastic. Just this music, though.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Like Kirby Air Ride soundtrack, it has something.
So good!
Yeah, like I mentioned you before, I wanted to go to PAX West to, like, you know...
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's
in person and everything.
Not cheap.
You know, so much is going on in my personal life right now, I can't really afford to do it. So not only am I missing out on being able to play Kirby Air Riders myself, but I'm also missing the real-life Demeech crossover.
There's always next year. I don't know if I'm going next year, but well, I don't know. We'll see. Honestly, I wasn't gonna go, but the panel alone was like, I have to go. Now I'm glad I am going. Anyway, Air Ride.
So my history with Kirby Air Ride. So, Kirby Air Ride was the first Kirby game I ever played.
Wow, that's nuts. The first one?
Yeah, because the GameCube was my first video game console, and I was exposed to Kirby through Melee, basically.
Okay, yeah, for me, my first Kirby game was probably either Superstar Ultra, which I still own, or 64 on the Wii Virtual Console.
Okay, yeah.
Love Superstar Ultra. You know, I'm just gonna have the chat open on my phone like a weirdo. Anyway, but no. So real quick, yeah, that's awesome. No, I got this in high school. I didn't like it at first. I kept it because I was smart and I didn't sell it unlike some of my other games I've done. And then in college I played it on like Dolphin. I'm like, oh, okay, this isn't too bad. But that was like with friends multiplayer. But I barely played this game, so we're gonna redeem that.
Yeah.
Fantasy Meadows, Player One.
Yeah, so for me, Kirby Air Ride was such a huge point in my childhood because, like, you know, there weren't any other GameCube Kirby games that released, so Air Ride was our only option. And I already liked racing because of stuff like Mario Kart, so this seems like right up my alley. And I have so much nostalgia and like love for the game. I was playing it recently a couple months back, and it's still there's a lack of content within the game.
Yeah.
But what's there is really freaking solid. You can feel Sakurai's DNA so much in this game.
Absolutely, yeah. Just playing it right now, like, I'm still not getting used to the one-button controls. I'm kind of glad they added 2 buttons. I feel like the controls are going to play a lot better. So, like, that's, you know, it looks way faster than this game. It's, like, still kind of, like, slow. I'm doing terrible right now, but I'm holding up. Oh, I guess holding up doesn't really do anything, but anyway, maybe I'm not doing it right. I'm getting cooked. I'm in 4th. No! Was it?
So me being such a big fan of this game shows like so much potential for what a sequel could be, and that was one of my biggest pipe dreams for the longest time. But it just realistically, I just felt like, was this ever gonna happen? Because like, obviously, you know, this was a Sakurai helmed game, and you know, he was so busy with stuff like Smash Brothers and Uprising at the time.
Right.
And who knew if like HAL themselves were just going to make a sequel and everything. So I never expected the day to come, quite frankly.
Yeah, no.
So when it did, I was so over the moon for it. I mean, you could see it directly within my video.
I gotta see that reaction.
Yeah,
well, I know that.
So I obviously played it up for the video, but my genuine reaction is on my second channel. But I'll probably upload my reaction to the Direct at some point on the second channel. Anyway.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, but regardless, this was such a huge deal to me because of
oh shoot,
like, to go back to a bit more into like my nostalgia a little bit. This is a game I played a lot with my brother.
Oh, nice.
We would just play through the city trial in free run mode and just make up our own fictional stories about, like, you know, oh, we would have like markets for all the machines you could get.
Yo, that's awesome.
Just make up our own stories, because we were like, what? I was like 6 years old when I played the game, and like my brother was around 7.
Okay.
And so we just sort of like made up like whatever stories we could in our head, just because of like there was no real risk. We could just do what we wanted, just play around.
Right.
And yeah, and like, and my brother being the legend that he is, when my copy of Kirby Air Ride didn't work anymore, because like it was an old copy from Blockbuster, believe it or not.
Ah, dang.
He, for one of my birthdays, I think, I don't remember the year, but it was a few years ago, he went out of his way to buy another copy of the game.
Oh, wow.
For me. And I think this was right before like the boom where like all the games started to get so much more expensive.
That's crazy.
So.
No, I think like, I remember I said this on my last stream, and it was like on high school, I would like, during my free time, I'd look, I don't know why I would look more than get. I wish I did that instead of Legos, but I would look like, TV Robo, $70, I can't get that. Jobless Zach. Meanwhile now, well, maybe not now, but like months ago, But oh my god. But no, like Kirby Air Ride, I got it for only like 30 complete. I barely played it, but like that's crazy that you like got that so like soon and everything. Also, hopefully the lighting's better. I gotta get a ring. Like this is unacceptable. Can't see me.
The funny thing is with the lighting, at least I don't know if you changed it since like again the stream needs to catch up. I can see everything but your face.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm gonna look into it at PAX. It's one thing I'm hoping to do. It's like here you can see everything but my face, and then the other light you can see my face but everything else. So it's like I don't know.
I don't know. But hey, it brings more attention to me. I need the ego trip.
That is true. I'm really considering like anyway, let me just try some City Trial real quick. Let's see.
Yeah. So while you're setting things up for that, I might as well pull up
Go
the
for
direct
it.
on my end, just so I can just so we can talk about all the interesting things that were there in the direct. Which first off, can I just say it's really refreshing to see Sakurai present again, because like for as good as some of the game-specific directs have been, they definitely feel very much like extended commercials.
Yeah, the Mario Kart one was really bad. I liked it, but like I didn't like more than most people. But I was still like, okay, that's it. Like Donkey Kong's that sold me on the game. I was gonna get it no matter what, but I was still like, holy crap, that's awesome.
Yeah, but which even then, it feels like they have to hit like specific bullet points. You travel to this world and gotta save the thingy-majig from whatever it may be, and be sure to buy the Donkey Kong Bonanza game coming out July blankety blank
on the Nintendo Switch 2 family of systems.
Pre-orders begin today on the Nintendo eShop.
Oh my god.
Yeah, whereas with this direct, I mean, yeah, it was still an extended commercial. I mean, let's not kid ourselves here. But it felt a lot more authentic to just see, just a guy presenting just, whatever he wanted to show, and, just gave, like, his honest... I mean, he literally just opened the direct with saying, why is making a game so hard?
I love that. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Part of me was half expecting, like, God, if like because of them showing this at PAX, if Sakurai was the keynote speaker at PAX West, that would be insane. But I'm kind of glad it isn't, because like, oh my god, that would be too crowded.
Like everyone in their pennies would pay pennies to see that, and also I feel like that would put him at risk of like harm.
Yeah, right. But no, like that's the thing. Like Sakurai himself has like so much. Like legacy, and it's like he's one of the few developers that they could like be, okay, we can show you, it's fine. Oh no. Whereas like like the let's say Dragon Drive developers, you have to go out of your way and like learn more about them, so
yeah. I feel like if Sakurai was at an event like PAX, that'd have like a lot more risk and need like a lot more security involved than people like say in Krista, for example.
Yeah, but no,
which is not way to kid Krista or anything. No, those two are great.
Yeah,
Sakurai has a lot more of a prestige to him.
Prestige, yeah.
But yeah, as for like getting into the direct itself, so a lot of it is basically describing, what Kirby Air Ride is, which I thought made sense considering, it's been so long since Kirby Air Ride came out. A lot of people never got to play the game, especially since the GameCube was never the greatest selling console.
And it was also like it rose up, like not even COVID, like a little before then too. So like a lot of people were like, man, I have money now, I want to get a GameCube, and then the rest is history. But yeah, no, so like, again, like I barely played it, and I've been respecting it more and more. I think City Trial is probably my favorite mode, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. I definitely think like opening up with like Sakurai saying like, oh, the games are hard, and like a unique style and the captions, and the segments. Like, Nintendo let him have creative control, kind of like how he did with the Sakurai Presents for Ultimate Directs, if you remember those. Those are a lot of fun. So it was refreshing to see that again.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, the way that Sakurai really has a very special vision when it comes to, like, all the games. If every game that he makes feels so uniquely him, and so seen and presented by any other person, I kind of feel like, I mean, there's some exceptions, like, I mean, there was, like, the 50-fact extravaganza.
Oh, that was amazing. Oh my god.
Yeah, seeing, like, the actual Smash announcer do all
yeah.
that. I mean, that was great, for sure.
I love that one.
Yeah, but in most cases, you know, seeing people that aren't Sakurai, you know, discussing these games feels like a bit inauthentic in a way. Which is not, and I'm not trying to say that in, like, the parasocial context.
Right,
I
right.
know there are many more people that put in the will to, like, make these games a reality. But these games feel so uniquely him, and I love that about it.
Oh yeah, definitely. And that's another thing too. Wow, 5 minutes already. So I guess, like, speaking of which, I think we could begin talking about the specific, like, changes, I think, like, that they're talking about. So, a lot of, like, Kirby Air Ride's DNA is still there. Obviously, as you can see, City Trial is still there. They'll still have, like, a lot of the similar races mechanics. I think, like, the biggest thing they want to highlight is now they have 2 buttons. There's one for the special and one for everything else. The game's a lot faster. You have more racers on board. And there's a lot more, like, vehicle options. So, as you can see, I'm doing terrible right now. But what do you think about, like, all the changes?
Well, I guess we'll go through each of them one by one. But, like, the general point that I think is that with the changes, it feels like it's just Kirby Air Ride again, but more. Which is, for me, I think is fine, considering that it's been so long since we've seen Kirby Air Ride be a thing. But I can understand some people being disappointed without how, like, you know, it feels pretty similar. But, like, to me, like, adding on to what already exists, I feel like is already doing so much to keep the game alive, alongside, you know, obviously, you know, adding online play. You know, that's very important.
Absolutely, yeah. No, if they didn't have online, they'd be smoking crack. Like,
the game would be dead on arrival.
And
basically.
16 players and 8-player LAN. I'm telling you, like, events like a PAX or like a local college tournament, you could do, like, Kirby Air Riders tournaments, or, well, not tournaments, but, like, events, and that'd be really cool. Really quickly, sorry Rachel for not saying much, she says her first Kirby game was Kirby's Epic Yarn on the Wii. Awesome, that's one of my favorites. I didn't play until COVID. I've had it for a few years before then. And Kirby Air Ride, another thing, I thought when they showed the E to E10, I didn't know that meant, oh, that's because they're showing footage of the game. I thought that meant that's confirmation we're getting Air Ride on Switch Nintendo Classics. But, you know, it's okay. So I definitely think we are going to get that eventually. I just think it's like, hey, play the new game first, and then, like, for historical police, play the old one.
Yeah, like, I definitely think they're going to release it. Give it, like, a year or two after. Like that's what they did with the Mario Party games after Superstars came out. So I can definitely see that.
Right.
But yeah, so to go into, like, the specifics, so obviously the main reason why the game is called Kirby Air Riders is because, you know, there are multiple playable characters now.
That's really cool.
Which, yeah, that was a thing for Kirby Air Ride. I mean, you could play as Dee and Meta Knight, but Kirby was basically your only true option.
Right.
So, it is nice to see, like, they're really gonna make it so, you know, you can just choose whatever character you want, and you still be on, like, an equal playing field. Like, all of them are gonna be able to ride on the same machines. They all can use all the same copy abilities. So that's definitely nice. And as for the character roster itself, I'm glad to see, you know, Sakurai seems to be letting go of, like, his retro Kirby bias.
I heard that, like, that's, like, a myth. I heard he actually, like, likes and respects Mario and Kirby. The whole hating Mario and Kirby thing, but...
Yeah, it's just a matter of, like, he with the Smash Brothers stuff, he mostly focused on, like, what he already knew. And even in Melee, like, I don't know if this was a myth or not, but the reason why Kirby was the only character in Melee was because he didn't really want to over-represent his own franchise.
Makes sense.
But now that is just a Kirby game, he's able to go, like, off the rails, literally speaking.
Right. Shoot.
Already, Chef Kawasaki being in was just, like, so freaking funny to me.
That was insane. I was like, what? And Susie? I was like, oh, they better add Susie in here, and I was very happy about that. No Forgotten Land characters, though, feels very weird. Like, I wonder if it was in development before Forgotten Land was even out. That might...
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we're going to see, like, more characters as the game continues to get touched on. I mean, seeing, like, the character select screen, it's mostly just the top half we see.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure we're going to see more of it build out over time. I mean, me personally, I mean, right now my Discord PFP is Magalore from the game, so I was very happy to see him get revealed.
Oh, yeah.
Gooey is, like, one of the funniest characters of all time to me. I was so happy to see him get revealed.
That was so funny. To be honest, like, Kirby is one of my favorite Nintendo series, but I don't really care about most of the characters. You know, like all of them is like, okay, cool. Susie's really cool. Mangalore's really cool. I love Return of Dreamland. Like, definitely, like, Susie's probably gonna be my main easily. Like, all the new characters are great. I just hope they add DLC. I just don't know how they're gonna do it. Elfin, yeah. Thank you, Rachel.
I imagine this game is going to get, like, DLC down the line, but it's not going to be, like, you know, on the scale of, like, Smash Ultimate.
No.
Where it's like, you know, I don't think this game is going to get support for, like, a big 3 years. I think it's probably going to be, like, a year max.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do you think it's going to be paid DLC or free DLC?
Honestly, I probably think a mix of both. Like,
yeah.
In terms of, like, in terms of characters, and, like, you know, more tracks to play on, I feel like those will be DLC for offline, but it's not going to restrict you from being able to access those tracks and the characters online.
Right.
Or it's like, you know, small stuff like quality of life things, you know, maybe a new game mode here and there. That, I feel like it probably comes through.
Right. I think the one thing that Air Riders seems to be doing better, the one problem I have with the original that I'm remembering, maybe it's just me, like, I'm only 25, and I feel like, I wouldn't say it's chaotic, it's like I feel like I don't know what I'm doing half the time, and I think the second button is going to be very helpful. Because I keep missing, like, oh, I see a piece of food, and I miss the food. I'm like, what the hell? Right, and I think the problem with having the one button, for me personally, is I'm used to Mario Kart, and the constant acceleration is just, I don't know, maybe I'm just really stubborn, and maybe it's a skill issue. Like, I'm doing really bad right now, for example.
Yeah, I mean...
And I like how they changed the dismounting mechanic.
Yeah, I mean, like, if... I think anyone that tries to play this game like Mario Kart is basically being sentenced to death in a way.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to. It's just like, it's kind of hard. I'm trying to get more into other racing games. I think this is one of the best Tier 4 racing games. Because you got Sonic Racing Crossroads, you got this, Fast Fusion, which is super good.
Yeah.
Mario Kart's decent too, but...
for sure. For me, like... I know a lot of people tend to criticize the one-button moveset in Kirby Air Ride, and I get it, you know. I mean, it's nice to have more options. To me, I feel like that's part of what makes this game so unique and interesting.
Yeah.
Because with only that one button, you kind of have to master the simplicity.
Right. Easy to learn, hard to master.
Like mastering the turns, like boosting at the right time, and I feel like, you know, with the machines, which we'll get to in just a little bit, add to that a lot, because every machine plays so freaking differently, which makes some, like, objectively better than others, but
right.
it makes it like so interesting to want to experiment beyond just like say Mario Kart, where it's just like, oh, this just goes a little faster, or the turning's a bit more tight. Whereas like every machine here is like playing an entirely different game, and I love that.
The hard thing is like, he's like, oh, you want to like try to get this like similar abilities. It's kind of hard because like the abilities on the map for City Trial are like random and stuff. But anyway, yeah, I think like after PAX, I think once I like understand and play this, because I'm gonna play it day one on stream. I think you and like other people, I'm gonna try to like understand this better. I just think it's like kind of hard to learn new games nowadays for me, but like I definitely think this is one I'm looking forward to for sure. Also, what's up, Retro Lad, Chris, Azure Dusk, and Sean? Welcome to the stream. Love Kirby all the way, definitely.
Yeah, like, getting into the machines themselves, and I guess before I do that, I do think it's nice that they're also taking the Mario Kart World approach.
Oh yeah.
And generic enemies to the list as well.
Yeah.
Like Happy and like Waddle Doo,
Starman. That was. I'm a little mixed on that. I like the concept of that, but also I'm just kind of like, I kind of wish they did more mainstays too, like Galactonite or what's another big one? Well, Galactonite's kind of niche, but more like yeah, Elephant would have been good. Planet Robobot's character, Triple Deluxe's character. I'm trying to think of what's another one. Oh, Prince Fluff. I think that would be a really cool character, even though the art style is a little different.
Yeah. Like, I feel like I said, I'm sure, like, this isn't all we're gonna see, especially considering that there's gonna be 16 racers in City Trial.
Yeah.
I feel like there'll probably be, at minimum, like, 4 more characters we'll see.
Yeah. I feel like I'm playing really bad. Oh my god. I'm in third, better than fourth.
There you go. But as for, like, I guess before we get into the machines, yeah, they did add, like, that second button, which part of me was hoping, oh, this would just be a simple break button. But I'm fine with it being, like, you know, a special engage thing. It gives you more reason to want to try out each of the characters to see, like, which ability you like the most.
I do think a break button would have been nice, because, like, again, like, for me personally, it's kind of uncontrollable. That's the thing. Charging up to drift, I get it. It's not like Mario Kart. I think, like, that's one thing, too, is Sakurai at the very beginning is like, are you sure you want to do this? You're already making Mario Kart. They're like, yeah. So, like, why do you think Nintendo directly reached out about a new Kirby Air Ride instead of the next Smash first?
Like, now, I'm not particularly one that does a lot of speculation, but for me, I feel like with a game like Smash Ultimate, and he was approached to do this while the DLC was being made, that game is already so freaking definitive, and I feel like with him working on that, like, immediately after Smash Wii U and 3DS, I feel like Nintendo knows better than to just request Sakurai to make another Smash Brothers game again, especially with Ultimate being as huge as it is. You know, that's a game that can last players at least a decade. 1,000
hours.
Well, there
1,400 hours for me. Still going.
For me, it's like 250. So you're insane. And also, like, Smash Brothers is that game where it feels like very much inevitability. Where it's just like, when they show a Smash Brothers game, I expect it.
Right.
Same with, like, you know, whenever they show, like, the next 3D Mario game or the next Animal Crossing, for example.
Remember when they, like, we all thought that last game was gonna be 3D Mario, it was Donkey Kong punching through the wall? We were like, what?
We got the good ending.
We got the good ending? I don't know. I think Bonanza's going to be way better than the next 3D Mario, but that's another discussion for another day. But yeah, no, that's interesting. I definitely think Smash Bros, I hate to say it, I think that is the next game. I will say this, we'll talk about this more later, but I think Smash 6 or 7 or whatever, that's the next Sakurai game. I'm calling it. I think it's going to be a couple years later, a little longer than we expect. Yeah, because I think more of the development time is going to be more on, like, oh, we're going to put either someone new or Sakurai's going to train, like, think, like, Akira Toriyama and Torotoro in Dragon Ball, if that makes sense. Or like a Miyamoto to Aonuma for Zelda. I think they're gonna do that for the next Smash. It's probably why.
Or at the very least, you know, you have like the one last game in him, and then he moves on.
Well, like, I mean, he's still pretty young though. Like Miyamoto is like, well, to be fair, he's not really doing any game stuff. Miyamoto's still in the industry. He's in his 70s.
Well, for Smash Brothers.
Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, because he is like 55, and like, you know,
it's getting pretty old.
65 is the general retirement age, at least in America.
Well, it's America. So, Japan, it'd be like, nope.
You work till you die.
Yeah. Well, at least Sakurai seems to. That's the thing. He loves what he's doing. He's like.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's like the same approach that someone like Stan Lee had before he passed. Like he was like in his 90s before he passed, and like,
that was crazy.
Was still huge into Marvel. He was like, don't make me stop doing what I love.
Right. Exactly. But no, like, why do you think they made him do Kid? Actually, yeah, screw it. That was a slip of the tongue. That's actually a good point. Why do you think they did Kirby Air Ride and not like a Kid Icarus 2 or like a new IP or a Sakurai version of a thing? Like, why do you think they chose this one?
So he explained that he was approached by Shinya Takahashi and like you know, the head of HAL Laboratory, and HAL, you know, obviously, you know, they're still working. HAL's bread and butter is still the Kirby series, and Kirby in general in the past few years has done a phenomenal job treating its fans like so well. Like, regardless of the quality of Kirby Star Allies, they did a lot for fans.
I love Star Allies. So good.
Mad.
I'm sorry. Help me through a hard time. It was a great game.
You will pay for your wrong opinions in court eventually.
Ruh-roh.
But no, like, you know, regardless of the quality of that game, they really did a lot in terms of like going out of their way, like showcase a lot of the characters, and you know,
absolutely. They went above and beyond.
Return to Dreamland Deluxe. You know, they went out of their way, like give Magalore his own side story and everything. All the spin-offs and stuff like Kirby Fighters 2 and, you know, Dream Buffet referencing a lot of the music, and like I feel like they always wanted to make a sequel to Kirby Air Ride, but I felt like since that game had so much of Sakurai's DNA involved with it, I feel like they kind of felt like there was no man better for the job than Sakurai.
I see. That makes sense. Yeah, that's an interesting point. Let me just, if you just want to read chat real quick, while I think of the next point, just to catch up. Now that, okay, so Sean's saying, now that Kirby Air Riders is releasing on November 20th, when will Metroid Prime 4 be released? That's December 4th.
December 4th?
I'm calling it, because I called the date. I didn't say it on, I should have said on YouTube. I was like, November 20th for Kirby, and then I also predict it's going to be December 13th, because like, they've been doing roughly around a month. So like July 17th for Bonanza and August 14th for Dragon Drive, right? October 16th for Pokemon. They like to do around the mid of the month, I think. And even though the mid is like Christmas, it's like, okay, I think they want to keep it consistent, so I think December 13th. I don't think they're going to do October because A, Pokemon, and B, it's not shown at PAX. Which is weird because it's shown at Gamescom, but not PAX. And like, I don't know. I definitely think Prime 4 is going to be longer than we think.
I mean, I definitely feel like it would make sense to finally release it around December, just because ever since the Switch 2 came out, and they're still kind of supporting the Switch right now, I feel like it'd be a little bit tone deaf to have Pokemon be your only Switch release after the Switch 2 for that year.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially since we still have Tomodachi Life and Rhythm Heaven coming out next year.
I thought next year was going to be the worst year of my life. Not anymore. Maybe my 30s. I'm just kidding. But no, Tomodachi Life and Rhythm Heaven Groove are probably going to be like some of the best final Switch 1 games they come out with.
Yeah, top 10 worst years of AquaTwist life. Number 10, 1998. He didn't exist yet.
My God. I'm actually getting the hang of City Trial. Now I'm actually really excited for City Trial.
Oh yeah.
No,
like,
it's
once you get into the groove of City Trial, it's one of the best things ever happened.
So, anyway, but going back to what we were saying about the Sacrifice DNA. So, I'm gonna make a video about this. I'm already starting brainstorming and writing notes. One thing that caught my eye was there is a lot of Smash Ultimate DNA in the menu design, and it's good. I hate to say it, like, what do you think about it? I think, like, it's very minimal in the way it's like Smash Ultimate, but a lot of the Kirby identity is kind of gone. With a lot of, like the logo, the way it looks, or, like, just, like, some of the menu design. What do you think about that?
I'll definitely say I'm not a fan of the logo. To
yeah,
me, it feels like,
sucks.
Yeah, to me, I feel like it's just, oh, we have Smash Ultimate at home.
Yep.
It doesn't feel like, say what you want about the original Kirby Air Ride logo, but at least it used, like, the traditional Kirby design. I feel like, and obviously, you know, the logo is, like, one of the least concerning things about a game like this, obviously.
Yeah, but I think...
Right. It still feels like, oh, it's one of the first things you would think of when you think of a game.
Well, also, like, I think a logo is more important than people realize, because if you've never played Kirby before, it'd be like, oh, Kirby Air Riders. Yeah, instead of, like, Kirby Air Riders, oh boy! You know, I think, like, you know, granted, I love, like, because that's what I talk about on the channel, is like, hey, these things matter. Like, Donkey Kong Bonanza, the logo is, like, 3D, it's, like, cracking. And it, like, it's like, oh, you know, I don't know, like, Donkey Kong normally, I'll check this out, right? And, like, Smash Ultimate felt like this is the final Smash game. Like, canonically or whatever. Like, the Kingdom Hearts timeline, like, Kingdom Hearts 3 being the end of a saga or something.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, Kirby Air Riders isn't the end. So, it's not laziness because, unless if the development started, like, way later than we thought, like, I don't understand why he would want to continue that approach.
Well, he did say on his YouTube channel that the game started development like after he finished all like the filming and all the stuff for.
Oh yeah, he did the proposal when the DLC was being worked on. I know the proposal was then, and then the filming was that's when he was doing more, I think.
Yeah, so we've had about, like, what, 3 years in the oven?
At least, yeah.
Which I think was definitely around the same amount of time that Smash Ultimate had. Because,
yeah.
You know, DLC wrapped up in 2016 and for 3DS and Wii U, and then Ultimate came out in 2018, so it's around the same time.
Yeah. Well, Sakurai seems to be this sort of person where it's like, he's similar to me, where it's like, he needs to have something creative to work on or he goes insane. Which is fine, like, everyone's different. I personally need a balance. Not to make it about me or anything, but, you know, he seems like I need to work on something or I'll go insane.
I honest to God, you know, I hate to say it, I'm kind of the same way. Like, as horrible as this sounds, I'm the type of person that works better under crunch.
Yeah, I kind of relate. Sometimes, I don't know, like, I feel like, it's like, even if I set deadlines, it's like, sometimes if I give myself too much time, like, I try to take, all the time I need, and I sometimes feel like if I have a deadline, I'd be like, okay, I can't BS it, I need to get it done. The Smash video, which took a long time, it was like, I was gonna get out by PAX, and like, okay, I need to get out by August, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to finish it, and I just, like, locked in and like I was able to focus, so like it's a interesting mindset. Going back to Sakurai to stay on topic though, you know, obviously I think, let's say 2025, maybe 2026 they have a little bit of DLC, maybe a tie-in with Star Cross World, that would be cool, like a Star Cross World map.
Definitely.
Dragoon! Oh shit!
Also, just going back to the chat again, my boy, just what I need when I'm sick, a pink puffball, riding a star. Yo, my man, Shooting Films.
Shooting Films! Fellow Matthew Smart enjoyer, what's good? Nice to meet you. How are you doing?
Yeah, Shooting Films has been one of my longtime friends online. Shouts to him.
Yo, also welcome Francisco. Sorry for not saying hi earlier and everything. Ribbon. Oh yes. I think they're gonna pull a Star Allies where like the DLC will be like Legacy and Nostalgia. Ribbon, yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Ribbon, Prince Fluff, Ribbon. What's another one? Mass DDD as a costume.
That'd
Superstar
fun,
Ultra, yeah.
Also, I just realized the chat on your stream, it hasn't moved since the start of the stream.
Bruh. Well, thanks for telling me.
Yeah.
Classic YouTube moment. Okay, thank God. I might have to. I wonder if it's just like the way it is. Let me just scroll up. This is the chat so far. If anyone wants to pause and see.
Yeah. But yeah, so going back to like so the machines themselves, right? So we got some new machines to go over. Like most of the machines from Kirby Air Ride are still here. You know, your typical Warp Star, your Wagon Star, Wing Star, and everything. And those are great. And but the new ones are definitely pretty interesting. Like the Paper Star, that one, from what I can tell, you know, has amazing, just wonderful flight capabilities, but terrible durability.
Oh yeah. Also, I keep losing copy abilities after I'm holding A. Is that normal? Because I'm getting stuck. I'm not able to move my stick.
Losing copy. All the copy abilities are on a timer, so.
Oh, okay. Once. Okay, good. Adeline.
How do you guys pronounce Adeline? It's just Adeline.
Yeah. Yeah. All the machines seem interesting. I just like. I kind of don't like how they just have the icon. I get it. It's like, oh, you're gonna play in a while. You gotta memorize it. For me, I think it would be helpful if they had the name. Be like, okay, this is a wheel. This is the Prism Star, I'm guessing. I don't know. Like, I don't know the actual names. So, I'm hoping that, like, it's good that they explained it in the video, but I'm hoping, like, they do more to bring new players to, like, an in-game dictionary would help. I'm hoping they, like, do that. Be like, oh, this is what each thing does. So.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see it. I mean, I think at least in the lessons area, you're definitely going to see, you know...
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. Ooh, what's this?
So I think that's definitely going to be very helpful for newcomers, for sure. But yeah, my personal favorite of the new vehicles they showed so far is definitely the Tank Star. That one is just insane because you cannot move... You cannot, okay, how do I describe this? The vehicle doesn't turn at all while you were charging. And so,
wow.
like, but when you do let go of your, because you can see Kirby turning, but not the vehicle. So when you let go, you get, like, the huge boost in the other direction. And
that's awesome.
I feel like in the right hands, it's going to be, it's going to be absolutely insane. Honestly, I feel like that's going to be very overpowered.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see, like, how the different vehicles play. I think, like, this is a game where it's, like, a lot of Switch 2 games, I'm like, I need to play it to, like, I'm going to be hyped, but I need to play it to see it. Which isn't a bad thing, it's just, like, for me, it's just, maybe I'm just older, I don't know. I think, like, especially, I didn't grow up with this game. I played it and I got it years ago, but it has a learning curve, which isn't a problem, but I think for some people who like a Mario Kart are like, oh damn, why is this game different? Why is it so hard? And I think that's a nice thing about this year is all these 3D platformers, all these racing games, they're different enough to like appeal to different crowds, but also if you do like the genre as a whole, you're gonna have to like rework your muscle memory, which is a double-edged sword.
Which I feel like, you know, helps make Kirby Air Ride stand out even more in a positive way, because like, not everyone is going to be able to get into it the same way they can a Mario Kart or an F-Zero game.
Right.
But the ones who do, that's what makes it so revered.
I definitely think, speaking of which, I think an F-Zero is going to happen next, as the next racing game Nintendo does. I think that is next, not a wave race. I think that's next.
Honestly, if it's not Wave Race for cowards. But no, I mean, I'd love to see that. But that's another discussion entirely, obviously.
Yeah. But no, I think the chariots are really cool. I concept, like in terms of like just playing this now. I think it's a good thing I'm playing because now I can understand it. I like more like the not the wheels but the ships. So it's cool to have multiple types, like to increase variety and stuff. I'm interested to see the unlockables, like what do we not know? What can you get that we don't know yet? You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Like, especially, like, I'd be stunned if the checklist wasn't brought back, quite frankly.
The checklist, like, do you see, like, the file folder style from, like, Melee? Like, that's what I wanted to see. I was really hoping that, like, well, I don't know, we don't know the whole menu, but I'm hoping, that they bring back our Air Ride identity. Like, they already have the sound effects, but they don't, there's a lot that they're missing, I feel like.
Yeah, I haven't heard any voice clips from the characters.
Well, we don't know that yet, but...
Matthew's microphone could be a little bit louder. That's always been a bit of a thing with these streams. Where it's
Let me,
yeah, where it's just like, whatever guest is on, you know, audio, it tends to be a little all over the place.
I'm gonna turn you up just a tad.
Yeah.
What else? So we're talking about vehicles, yeah, but like any other things about vehicles you want to mention?
Vehicles, not particularly. Just more so like we can get to the copy abilities. Which, you know, we got. Like I said, it's awesome that all the characters are going to be able to use copy abilities from themselves. I believe there was some footage that showed fighters going to be added as an ability.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I'm honestly looking back, I'm kind of surprised it wasn't before. The Steel Ball ability is like one of the most hilarious things I've ever seen.
I love the wigs. Oh. Yeah. I was gonna try to do free run with, actually, let me do free run with the normal mode. Time attack, let's do it. I only have one? That sucks.
Yeah, for Air Ride, yeah, Air Ride you have to unlock all of the vehicles through different objectives.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, for example, the Wing Star you get for gliding for a certain amount of time, or say in the case of the Wagon Star, you just gotta do, like, I think, race a total of 3 times, for example. And then others are more time attack based and everything. I feel like that's probably gonna be the same case here.
Do you think they'll add the Smash copy ability?
That would be hilarious.
Oh my god.
That'd be hilarious. I doubt it because obviously you're on vehicles. I don't know how you could possibly implement that. But we at least seen like the kick for like destroying another person's vehicle.
That'd be sick.
But as for gameplay stuff, so yeah, you race with up to 6 people instead of 4, which I think is fine, you know.
I think it's a good number.
I think the tracks have so much going on, you don't really need more than that. And like Sakurai even said, like, oh, adding more could lead to like too much chaos. With
he referenced battle royales, which is so funny. It's like, oh man, I don't want a lower chance to win. That was
yeah, it was
so
hilarious.
Funny.
But I think also I think a lot of people were also saying he was taking a bit of a jab at Mario Kart World. What with being like 24 racers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the tracks themselves, they genuinely look great because, like, ironically enough, Air Ride was my least favorite mode in Kirby Air Ride.
That's the thing with me too. I think they're trying to improve Air Ride for Air Riders because it's like it's the bread and butter. City Trials bread and butter. I mean, like, it's the core mode, so like they want to try to make it better, you know?
Exactly. So I feel like, you know, them going out of their way to add all the characters and they have all their abilities and everything, I feel like is really going to help make Air Ride a little more interesting. Plus with Air Ride itself, just adding so many more hazards to the play experience, I think is going to make them so much more interesting to go back to.
Yeah.
Whether it be tracks like, cavernous corners, destroying all the little crystals.
Is that the one with the glitchy aesthetic, or is that like cyberspace something? I forget the name of that. I love that track.
You're thinking of Siberian Highway.
Yeah, that's going to be a gas track, I'm calling it.
Yeah, that's the one with all the lasers and everything. My favorite track from the ones we've seen so far is Mount Amber Falls. That one has such a gorgeous mix of autumn and winter and just rolled into one.
Oh, I love that. I love winter and fall. Yeah. Those are my two favorite seasons.
Autumn is definitely my favorite for sure. Yeah. I would say summer is second place, but Arizona is miserable in the summer.
I'm sorry to hear it. Yeah, I mean, the nice thing about New England is just almost all the seasons are great. The falls here are beautiful. Summers are mostly good, sometimes hot. Winters are beautiful. Spring sucks. I hate spring. But anyway, no, that's the thing about a racing game that makes or break it is track design. I don't remember much of Air Ride, but Air Riders, the track design alone, they all look distinct and unique. I think one problem with, let's say, Mario Kart World is it's great, but a lot of the new tracks, design-wise, are it's cool, but it's no squeaky clean sprint, it's no Waluigi pinball. This game, they're actually gonna, put an effort to make it, very, creative and, cool tracks. Or, Sonic Racing Crossroads, for example.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna be... I still don't have Mario Kart World yet. I should be picking up at some point soon, so I'll definitely be the judge with the tracks, for sure.
Don't pay $80. It's not worth it. I'm so mad about that.
I'm getting it secondhand, don't worry.
Good. I paid friggin' $87. Thanks, Neural Tax. My God. Stupid. Awesome. Anyway.
Awesome. But yeah, no, the tracks in general, they all look great. I'm excited to see more of them. I got to listen, since they add some of the piece track to the Nintendo Music app.
Oh, yeah.
And all of them are sounding pretty great so far. It feels like it's a strong mix of Sakurai style and the Kirby style.
I'm gonna have to listen to them more often. I don't really know what makes it a Sakurai style. Speaking of music, what do you think of the main theme? And which version do you like better? Japanese or English?
Okay, so I haven't actually heard the Japanese version yet.
So good. So good.
So far, I am preferring it over Lifelight by a country mile. Because Lifelight, upon revisits, I don't know, that song to me just feels very, very corny. And this feels...
I can see that.
And this feels a bit corny too, but feels like it works better with the Kirby feel per se.
Wow.
Where I can definitely have a bit more fun with it. It's kind of similar to the New World theme,
right?
For Forgotten Land, though I'm honestly preferring this so far.
New World is next level. That's if we had a main theme like that would have been gas. I think the problem is maybe it's a bias. I think the problem is in Japan, I think they make the song for that first because that's where it is. I think when you dub it, you have to be really careful. And I think 9 times out of 10 in the States, I don't think they do a good job. I think the only one that I really, really liked here was Jump Up Superstar. So I'm curious if Jump Up Superstar... Go ahead.
Yeah, you were going to say what did they make that song with English in mind first?
I feel like they might have. I wouldn't be surprised considering the New York influence, but I don't know. But I personally think it's a great theme. It's one of the few Nintendo games to have a main theme with lyrics. I prefer the Japanese version. Not to say the English version's bad. I just think I think it was designed with that in mind first, and I think it sounds more bubbly. It sounds like a very cool anime opening or something. I do really like it a lot more. But it's nice to see it back.
Yeah,
I do like Lifelight though.
I could see it if they did a new Kirby Right Back at You or something. If that was.
Oh yeah. That show is great.
It is one of the better video game shows. I mean, it's obviously geared towards kids first and foremost, which is fine.
It's no Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah. No, Breaking Bad. No, that's the toddler show by comparison. But no, like, but it doesn't feel like it disrespects the viewer's intelligence in the same way that, you know, the Mario Bros. Super show would.
I have that series on DVD.
So do I.
Oh, nice. Cool. But you know, so the main theme's great. Yeah, the music's gonna be really awesome. I don't know, maybe.
And knowing Kirby's history, I'm sure we're gonna see a lot of remixes and just songs pulled from Kirby's history as well.
I love that. Mass DVD remix. That's one of my favorite songs. It's so good.
100%. Makes me want to eat a bag of chips when I watch Kirby.
Oh my god, or Kirby lore.
Yeah,
Kirby lore videos.
Yeah, so going back to so I guess the next thing to talk about is the city trial mode. And oh my, so I will admit, I did feel a little bit deflated when I saw that, oh, this new map, this is the only
yeah.
Because I felt like if you're going to wait for so long, and with this being the main attraction, I felt like you could have used a couple more maps. So they did say this is a bigger map, so I'm hoping the experience is much more than meets the eye.
I definitely think that they probably are going to make more. I wouldn't be. That's probably DLC. They probably think the races are the main attraction. That's probably why they're putting more effort into it. I would imagine, but I don't know.
Possibly. I mean, considering this is a Sakurai game, I wouldn't be surprised if they did what they did with like Brawl and Smash 4 and bring back like select tracks or like the city itself from Air Ride.
Yeah. I can see that.
But yeah, actually, going back to Air Ride for a quick second before getting to stage trial, I really do hope they actually add a Grand Prix mode to the game, because a racing game without a Grand Prix,
that's dumb.
Feels wrong in so many ways.
I'm surprised. I thought it was already confirmed. That's dumb.
It's like I get that. Well, I mean, if it is, I clearly haven't seen it, but it just feels like, especially with us expecting a lot more tracks this time around, you know, I feel like it'd be a huge missed opportunity. But as for the city trial itself, I mean, the city does have seem to have a lot going on with like the Coliseum, the cave, the subway station. Right. I definitely think it's going to inspire that same imagination that, you know, my brother and I experienced when we just played city trial as kids.
The checklist needs to come back. I really hope so.
It is 100% coming back. There is no way on God's green earth it's not coming back. Like, on my mother's life, you know, there will be choice words if that doesn't happen. But yeah, like the fact that there are 16 racers, or riders, I should say, within the city trial now, like that is gonna be insane.
Did they only confirm like 5 tracks though? There's like no tracks in the direct.
What do you mean?
No, like in Air Ride mode, were there only like 5 tracks?
So they've confirmed 6 tracks so far, but I don't think one of them was shown in the direct. I think it's because they put one of the songs on Nintendo Music, but didn't actually show the track.
Gotcha. Okay.
The track named Steam Dust Forge. Basically a steampunk track.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So
that was one they did not show in the direct at all. They just showed a screenshot of it for Nintendo Music.
Oh wow. Yeah, I think like Nintendo Music had a lot of potential, and I think they're not using it right. Why do you think they put this game specifically on Nintendo Music? Do you think it was a Sakurai request?
I mean, considering that, you know, since they have the Smash Brothers website, and every week they would put like snippets of new songs onto the game, I would not be surprised if that was the case.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if this becomes a regular thing, despite how nice this is to see. But I just find it very funny that they're giving us like full rips of like Kirby Air Riders music months before the game comes out, and we still do not have raw files of the Mario Kart World soundtrack.
I know. I think like Nintendo is treating this game with a lot of respect, not just because, oh, Sakurai. No, I think like there is something to be said about this game that other Nintendo games don't. I think like a lot of people are underestimating what Air Riders means to the company and is going to be. I think it's a signifier that, hey, we're going to really be more experimental again instead of 3DS Wii U era of Mario where like all those spin-offs are... I think we're long gone from that, fellas.
I mean, like I said, considering that this is a big request from Nintendo themselves and that Sakurai was allowed to talk about a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff throughout all this, and like considering that they, again, this was one of the first games they showed off in the Switch 2 presentation. This was one of the two last games they showed. Like, and considering that, again, you know, Kirby Air Ride is a pretty niche game, admittedly. Like, yeah, it sold like 1 million copies, but that's like pennies compared to like Smash Ultimate's like 20+ million. So getting new people involved and saying, hey, what's this new Kirby thing all about? Right. I think that's something they want to treat as like a big deal.
Definitely. Also, I didn't get the challenge, damn.
Okay, so if you're on Magma Flows, right? So this is where Spy Kids 3D got their inspiration from that lava boarding scene.
Oh my god.
That is a war flashback.
Is the chat showing on my stream? Is it updated or no?
It's still not updated.
God damn it.
Yeah, man.
Now it should show.
Yeah,
now it's showing.
But yeah, so yeah, as for City Trial proper, yeah, so yeah, the fact that we're getting 16 people is great. It's not too much so that it feels like the odds will never be in your favor, and it's not too small where it feels like, oh, you're never gonna reach anybody.
Right. Yeah, I did. The thing is like I didn't play much City Trial. I did like what I played just tonight and like a couple years ago, or sorry, years ago, not couple. I really love Smash Run, and I kind of hope that it's more like Smash Run, cause like, and maybe it's just like I'm better. I've played Smash more. I think like it works really well because it's like more like easily understandable. You have a lot more wiggle room. You have more control over your character. I feel like the problem with Kirby Air Ride is that, for me personally, you don't have much control over your character. So I hope that with the second button and stuff in City Trial, it will be easier, even with the increased speed, to know what you're doing. Because that will make or break it for people, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you're gonna have so many options to how you want to approach the game, because in Kirby Air Ride, you already had options in terms of like, oh, you could set between 3 to 7 minutes. You can disable events if you want. You can have it so you can pick specifically, oh, what kind of stadium do I want to participate in, so that you only participate in, like, say, a drag race or a target flight, for example.
Right.
So there's definitely going to be so many options for sure. And another thing is that I really love is that you can just immediately swap to another machine on City Trial as you approach it, instead of having to eject from your machine and walk to
I love that, yeah. Ejecting feels weird with just one button in the original. God damn it.
Yeah, and I'm glad you can still do that if you want to. Just eject if you want. But I think this is going to help the pacing so much.
Yeah, that's the thing. Important thing is like, not just for the TikTok generation, but like, I think like a lot of people, I think a faster pace just works better, in my opinion. Like, depending on the game design. Like, this ain't a strategy game. This is a racing game. You gotta zoom. You gotta.
Yeah. I mean, Sakurai himself said, you know, the appeal of Air Ride isn't as much in the racing. So I definitely see that. As for the test message, yeah, it's still it's still not popping up. So my best guess is like you either, it's either like you gotta change it from like top chat to live chat or something, or maybe you just have something on
No,
your
it's
chat
because
that
it's frozen, I think.
so that it just doesn't move. So like I always have it scrolled all the way down, so it's fine.
Oh,
Uh,
let me do live
so
chat.
yeah, so it's like if the scroll bar is all the way down on the live chat, it's not a problem. Also another thing too that I really do not get, since it's just paused right now, that I notice is like, you know, is that the timer still goes in the time attack.
Yeah, I don't like that. I just noticed that.
I don't know if that's an oversight of the game, or if that was fixed.
Well, I think the original was made like what, 3 months apparently, like extremely quick.
So they had like a year to make it, but it was sort of in development hell, and so that's when Sakurai stepped in and polished it up in 3 months.
Okay. Relax, relax. This is why I don't trust YouTubers. Relax, relax, lie. No offense to him, but...
No way. YouTubers going on the internet and telling lies? Say suck.
Oh my god.
But as for so moving on with the other stuff with I'm trying to fast forward to the new stuff. Oh yeah, the fact that you can get on someone else's machine while it is about to break is like the most hilariously devilish thing in the world. It's so funny. It's so funny. And yeah, Rachel's message isn't showing up either.
What? What's... It's just, it's the way that the alt-enter works. Alright, why don't we, let's pick up the pace a little bit, yeah, that's my bad, but, it's been, no, I wanted to replay this game, excuse me, anyway, so it's good. Kill two birds with one stone and replay and,
so as for, like, new stadium events and everything, so being able to like go into like a force field and do like miniature races or destruction derbies, that's gonna be really interesting.
Yeah.
Just because I really to see like if that's going to be to your advantage to like actually get all the power-ups and like compete with others while the city trial is going on, or if it's better play to not go in and just continue just playing in the city as if like nothing happened and just letting everyone else do it.
Well, also like yeah, that's the thing. I thought you had to do the events, but because you don't, there might be times where it's like, no, I'm gonna hold back and get more points so I don't lose them.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, everyone might be tempted to compete with each other, but you're the only one still going around and just finding power-ups to like go on your own time or find other machines. It's really interesting the way that they are handling that. And then, you know, there's other things like Gordo's popping down, Krakow popping down, and then, like, you know, some of the stadium events, like, you know, a lot of returning ones, of course, like Air Glider, Target Flight, Drag Race, and like, no, I don't know why they're calling Destruction Derby Dust Up Derby now. That's beyond me.
Oh, I thought that was a new thing.
No, it's literally just, you know, you're in a secluded space and you have to defeat players within, I guess, make chaos.
That was dumb.
And it's like sort of the same thing. And then, you know, some new ones, you know, Skydive, you know, you're going into targets while, like, falling down. I looked at that, and I was immediately like, this is literally what happens when you travel between worlds in Kingdom Hearts 3 Drop Distance.
Oh my god. God, I need to play that. I kind of want to play the 3DS version of that game. That game was fun.
I think I have the 3DS version because my brother had it. So that's funny. But it looks really cool. Gourmet Race, you know, that seems like such a perfect fit.
It's a classic.
yeah, just eat as much as you can. You know, you have to have the gourmet race music. You think there's gonna be any Kirby Air Riders tournaments as much as Smash Bros. Not as much? I think they will, but it's gonna be a bit more of a niche by comparison.
Yeah.
Just because obviously fighting games in general just lend themselves to tournament value. But I think
City Trial definitely will. I think
there is definitely gonna be a small scene of people who are really gonna like get into the thick of Air Ride, especially considering, you know, this isn't stuff that, you know, Sakurai had in the game on accident. Like, this is how he wanted the game to be played.
Yeah, which is crazy. I heard, like, I don't know if you saw, like, Lax's, like, video on it. It was actually really interesting.
There is no way, you know, the Japanese millionaire is gonna look at just a random white guy YouTuber's video.
No, but he, whatchamacallit, Lax's video on the competitive scene was interesting. I didn't even know there was a competitive air ride scene, City Trial.
Yeah, in fact, funny enough, the competitive scene, they just released a new ROM hack of Kirby Air Rider a couple of weeks ago that really expands the options you have in City Trial, whether it be, you know, changing the game speed, turning up to like 99 minutes, changing what events you want to play out on the map or not, custom music.
I love that.
And then, you know, also being able to choose which events, which stadium events you get to go into. I think that's going to be really freaking interesting. Because, like, it's not like, oh, you vote and literally whoever gets the most votes wins and everything. No, like, depending on how many players there are, you're all split into different sections, and depending on how well you perform, you end up winning that way. I think it's really going to add to, like, you know, just the mind games in terms of, like, hey, I have a really good gliding ramp, or like gliding ability. You know, I should choose air glider, or maybe I shouldn't choose that because, you know, everyone prioritizes gliding and choose something that many people are not going to choose, like gourmet race, for example.
Yeah, I think like I think when it comes to City Trial, I'm probably gonna be more strategizing the events, and I just want to get as many points as possible. Excuse me, I know Sakurai said, oh, you won't want to do that. For me, when I first play the game, I'm probably going to try to just get the points that I see, right? Because for me, that's just, like, easier. But then, like, as I'll play more, you know, it'd be cool to, like, learn how to, like, get points through my categories, but obviously, it's a little tricky, so.
Yeah, definitely. Like, and you can still set so, like, oh, everyone does participate in the same stadium anyway. So there's that. And also, I just love the fact that when you're playing online and with random people and not with friends, whenever you're done, you just immediately hop into another session without having to wait for anyone else.
I'm just hoping that offline the game is still really fun to play. It's like Dragon Drive, if they shut down the servers, crap out of luck, you just got bots, and that's it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I'm surprised there isn't any form of local play for that. But for Kirby Air Riders, I mean, that game I think is going to, even if you don't have an NSO subscription, if you're just playing with like buds in the same ring that you know are just gonna really enjoy themselves, this is a game like, if you are into this style, and I know that I'm into this style tenfold, it's gonna last you years and years.
Oh yeah, I'm into it. I just have to get used to it. I'm getting the hang of, oh, you have to press A on the boosts instead of automatically. Or, oh, you can't really drift super well because you slow down to hell. You have to really, like, time things. You don't really, like, want to, like, do it too much, I don't think.
Oh yeah, like 100%. Like, every single game of City Trial is different in some way, and that's what makes it so infinitely replayable.
Right.
But as for the last couple of things that are worth bringing up, I don't know how much left there is. Oh yeah, I forgot that you can save second item in the store now, which is neat.
Nice. But not copy ability, just items.
Yeah, just the items, like the rockets and like golders and everything. Welcome in, Crow.
Yo, Crow, the homie was good. Good to see you, bud. How are you doing? Sorry the chat's being weird. Chat, anyone who's here, is there anything... So I'm going to play Kirby Air Riders a week from today. Is there anything you want me... Like, actually, I might make a community post about this like Demeech has done in the past. Do you have any questions about the game that I can try and answer at PAX? Let me know in the chat. Actually, I'll make that community post probably tomorrow or next week, or right now. Yeah, Crow's a good friend of mine. He was talking to me earlier. He's like, oh, I'm also excited for Kirby Air Ride. He said a lot of the same things about, like, oh, Sakurai's humor, and, like, that's the thing about him. Like, he kind of is kind of like, well, Steven Spielberg, or, like, Hayao Miyazaki, where it's like they have distinct traits in their games. And I feel like a couple of these developers, if not, like, indie games, have that. Anyway.
So I think that pretty much is everything. The only real thing that's left to really talk about is, like, you know, there's a little CGI cutscene at the end showing this mysterious racer.
Dark Knight. Dark Knight. We'll be right back. Nightmare! I'm such a dumbass! Oh, no, Dark Matter. There we go. From...
A lot of people are saying it's that?
It's literally Dark Matter. Dream... I was a Dream Drop Distance, god damn it. Dreamland 2. That guy. Let me see if I can find him real quick.
So I'm looking specifically, and it's kind of hard.
It's this guy. It's this. I think it's literally this guy. It looks like.
I'll wait for the stream to catch up on my end before I can really see the image proper.
I'm pretty sure that's him. He's that guy. We're at the end. The sword, the mask is different, but everything else is like the same.
Oh, you're just pulling image of Dark Matter. Yeah, like I know what that looks like. Yeah, honestly, I feel like it might be a brand new character, quite frankly.
True, yeah, because like underneath the mask, he looks different, or they look different, but it's very identical.
It definitely will be interesting. It definitely will be interesting to see when the game comes out in November, because I feel like with a tease like this, there might be a potential new story mode.
Right.
So see, like, when you beat it, you unlock the guy, and like.
I hope so.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see who this guy is once the game comes out. And on that note, I've kind of basically seen everything I want to see of the game before it comes out.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing about these directs, because it's like I hate spoiling myself in certain things. So when Prime 4 comes out, I'm not watching the Treehouse Directs or anything. All I would watch would be, or I'm watching like the trailers and stuff. So that's the same way with this game. Well, maybe not this game specifically, but I think the direct showcased everything we need to know.
Yeah, like the only real question I have is like, where the heck is Top Ride? It's like it was not shown at all here. Is it not in the game at all? Is it hidden somewhere else in the game? Are they revamping it? I don't know. So that's another thing. But from here on out, at this point, once new information comes out, I am going out of my way to ensure that I do not see it. Like I'm aiming to go on like the biggest social media blackout of my life. Quite frankly. Like,
oh my god.
Because I want to like be able to experience and discover a lot of this stuff for myself when I get my hands on the game. Like when I experienced Kirby Air Rider, I had no idea who King DDD was until I unlocked him as a playable character.
Oh wow. Oh shoot, so, that's the Ice Climber's helmet. Never noticed that before.
Yeah, the ice ability. Yeah, they definitely put the stops into like there's so much of Melee's DNA in here. I mean, they literally ripped the green themes from Melee and put it into Air Ride.
I love that.
So yeah. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, if anyone messages me with new information about the game, whether it be in the Nintendo Direct, I'm hitting the block button faster than Usain Bolt.
Get that ass banned.
Exactly.
Wait, what does Little Tier God say? Get that ass banned. I don't know.
Let's crush his skull. Thank you.
I gotta catch up with chat real quick. Oh Jesus. Yeah. Shooting. Yeah, sorry about that. It's because Dolphin is in this Alt-Enter state. You have to get out of full screen, not Alt-Enter. How does the new control scheme with the special boost charge feel compared with the original one-button controls? What kind of mini-game events happen during City Trial, like environmental effects, how they affect gameplay? Are characters new ones, and are the new characters fun and unique? And does the game feel like it could develop a competitive meta? Okay. Awesome questions. Thanks, Crow. So I'll take a screenshot of those, and I'll keep that in mind. What I'm going to do is I already started, like, again, I don't want to burn out. It will be the ARMS video, relax, try to relax, go to PAX, and then I'm going to make, like, a Kirby first impressions. The rest of them, September's going to be extremely light. I'm going to, like, just unwind from YouTube in the summer and just get used to, like, just regular work life again. And then, like, October, when, like, Pokemon comes out and stuff, I'm really gonna get back in the swing of things. So I'm gonna, like, make a first impressions video of the game, and also make a segment, like, I can answer questions or something.
Yeah, I mean, literally my next project right now is a Matthew Reviews episode dedicated to the Direct. So if you wanted to hear my thoughts on what we've seen in a much more structured format, that's definitely the place to be. But for the time being, you know, it was just nice to be able to chat about this with the GOAT, AquaTwist.
Thanks, Matthew.
Yeah, so,
if I had an ice cream flavor, it would be the AquaTwist with a TM.
Exactly.
It would be cotton candy, but the pink is purple. God, damn, now I want ice cream, even though I just had some earlier. Oh, that's another friggin' thing. Like, this year is, like, insane. I told Matthew about this. I got a friggin' offer for a free game, a game code. A developer reached out to me, if you're watching the Stinky Michael. They were like, hey, we love your Chibi Robo stream. We'd be happy to, like, have you try our game. And it's an indie developer of Mystic Tiny Tail, which, for those of you who don't know, is an indie game inspired by Chibi Robo. So I'll be streaming that next week on Twitch. So I'm very excited and very grateful for that. That literally was like, I was popping off when I saw that on my phone. It was like, holy crap, no way. So thank you everyone for... No, the channel's not going to make this like a full-time thing unless something crazy happens. But like, even as a hobby, it's like, I'm really grateful for it.
Huge congrats on that. Like, I'm so excited to finally play Chibi Robo.
It's so good. I love it. I haven't played a lot of it, but it's really good so far.
Yeah. Not having to pay friggin' $200 up the wazoo.
At least it's 200, not 250.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
So I guess to wrap up the
yes.
the Air Riders discussion, I mean, here's hoping the online is a very smooth experience, because I'm gonna be honest, I do not like playing Smash Brothers online.
Here's the thing, with friends it's good, with randoms I have issues. Usually with friends, I don't really have too much issue, but like playing the normal online matches, yeah, I agree, it's a bit of a mess.
I mean, even with friends, you know, the fact that there are like constant lag spikes and like the arenas just not being optimized, just automatically being kicked out after you're done with the match, and like not being able to change characters and everything.
Yeah.
I really do hope that Kirby Air Riders goes out of the way to make it the most cohesive online experience you can get, because I'm kind of done giving Nintendo the free pass with having bad online, especially now that the Switch 2 is much closer to the PS5 and Series X in terms of power.
Right. I'm just gonna close out a Dolphin. I know blast replaying Kirby Air Ride on Dolphin. I'm definitely gonna try on original hardware. I still have my Wii and everything, and I have my original copy, but obviously for HD.
What are our closing thoughts on
I'm gonna take a
on Air Riders at large? Because for me, like, you know, Kirby Air Ride is a game that meant so much to me that I never would have expected we would see a sequel of this scale and directed by Sakurai himself. That was like huge to me.
Mm-hmm.
And like the fact that, you know, I love Kirby so much, I love racing games. This
Yeah.
is quite possibly my most anticipated game of all time. And
Right.
if they play their cards right, if they get the online right, if the modes are enough to satisfy, keep a player coming back, we could, honest to God, be looking at my favorite game of all time.
It's gonna be very hard to top Mario Galaxy for me. This won't hit it for me personally.
I mean,
here's
yeah.
Here's a $1 million question. DM me a really cool Kirby T-shirt, fellas. I like at PAX Friday. I gotta scramble. Not online, of course, but I gotta scramble to find the coolest Kirby T-shirt I can find because I don't own it. Like I'm gonna like really try to like be like I'm a Kirby fan.
Yeah, like, hey, you can tell that I love Nintendo because of my ability to buy merchandise.
Yeah. But no,
I've
it's
never
like.
played Metroid.
Oh my god. No, there's so many cool games I like, but I don't have a lot of like merch for it or shirts, so I want to try to be better about that. Closing thoughts. Sorry. I know you said your thing. I think this is probably gonna be one of the best games of the year. Especially like for Kirby. It might be one of my favorite Kirby games ever. I just think I have to get used to it, which is, you know, I don't like games with learning curve as much anymore, but I think I'm willing to put in the effort, especially because I know my buddy of mine, Zach Pack, is also going to be able to play this at the same time as me. So him and I will probably learn together. So I think, like, as long as you have a community to play with and you have the drive to play it, I think this game will be worth it for you. And $70, not $80.
I mean, the fact that we're complimenting the game being $70, I think is a surefire sign of just how bad the industry is right now.
God, I don't want to talk about it, but I'm gonna check out a crap ton of indie games at PAX because they have a expo. I've meaning to go. I missed the first 2 years. I'm mad about it. Then I'm gonna talk to a lot of indie devs, learn more, maybe do some interviews, like really just like dissect the indie scene in Seattle. But anyway.
Yeah. I mean, Kirby Air Riders is definitely looking like it's going to be my game of the year. And I already adore Donkey Kong Bonanza, so that's impressive.
So I think Bonanza is going to be better only because like Mario's my favorite series, so it's kind of easier. But Kirby's probably going to be like 3 or 4. I think it's going to be like Bonanza, Metroid Prime 4, probably going to cry my eyes out just actually playing it. And then like Kirby and then Pokemon at the bottom.
Hey, if someone picked Donkey Kong, I don't blame them at all.
I don't play on my PlayStation, so I don't care about Expedition right now. I don't care about
Ball Pit on the indie game is looking like it's gonna be up there for me.
Yeah. But cool. Anyway, last few chats. SMG1 is goated in the sauce. Yes, favorite game ever. I'm gonna replay it soon. $200. Rachel says, I played Chiro for the first time and enjoyed it. That's awesome. I'm only like 4 or 5 hours in. At first I thought it was like very like close to the end. Probably not. It's like a shorter game because it's a platformer. But anyway, it's fun. Thanks for streaming nice and chill. Yeah, no problem. Last comments. I'm gonna 100% Bonanza. Nice. 1,000 Bonanza and everything. It overstays its welcome. But other than that, if you just play it and go at your own pace, Bonanza is like one of the most smartly designed platforms I've ever played. It makes me really 100%. Appreciate the genre. Like, I played Battle for Bikini Bottom after. I'm like, damn. That was, now I know what a good 3 platformer is.
It's so true. So true.
Well, amazing. Sorry, not good. Because that was good, but, you know. All right, I've been talking long enough. My throat's hurting. Matthew, I'll link your channel in the description, as I always do.
Of course.
Thank you to all the viewers. 7 viewers. That's hella hype. Nice way to start the weekend. Sorry for the delay. Everyone on that ARMS video, I'm trying to put more effort into it. I have like a new logo. Let me know what new IPs you want to see. No promises. If people are interested and the video does well, I might do a second one. Like a Penny's Big Breakaway versus Demon Tides. Like Battle of the New 3D platformer. Or like Fast Fusion versus Kirby Air Ride or something. I don't know. Like, just throwing ideas. But anyways, thank you everyone for watching.
Take care.
And remember, your life is your own.